Take a look.
What do you do when the racists are in charge, like they are now? Like Stephen Miller is a white supremacist. I mean, he is, and he's basically running the White House. They keep Trump busy with his decorating projects. He's got building the arch now. He's got his Oval Office design. And then you have these real sociopaths that are real anti-Semites, true white supremacists like Stephen Miller. And even though he's Jewish, he's like a Nazi Jew.
Well, look, I can't speak to what Stephen Miller's motivations are.
Really? That's all CNN, an anchor there, has to say? Stephen Miller and his family have faced one threat after another. Look at this. That's in front of his house. That is his wife, Katie, cleaning off the sidewalk that these left-wing agitators targeting their home where they have young children. And yet the violent rhetoric from the left continues without a care in the world.
You and I must remind you, please do not feed Brett Baer. He'll just follow you home. Happy Thursday, everyone. So Hunter Biden called parts of Kamala Harris's new memoir, quote, personally painful. Publishers apparently forgot to tell Hunter, you're not supposed to put it up your butt. The Chicago teacher who mocked Charlie Kirk's assassination still remains employed. But school officials explain that firing her could cause her to collapse from a heart attack and crush dozens of children. Because she's morbidly obese. According to a new report, San Francisco streets are dirtier than last year, with even more feces and graffiti. But officials say there's an upside. It's creating more jobs for people who count feces.
Win-win.
A chocolate lining to every crowd. An enraged Texas Democrat candidate, Yolanda Jones, vows to fight ugly against the Trump administration, which won't be a problem thanks to their secret weapon. James Carville said Trump collaborators should be publicly shamed and spit on. And immediately Don Lemon signed up to be a Trump collaborator. A Democratic Senate candidate in Maine has come under fire for a Nazi tattoo, but now he claims he covered it up with something slightly less offensive. There's a new TikTok trend that claims you can tell the size of a guy's package by how big his smile is. On a completely unrelated note, here's my latest headshot. And finally, for the 5th year in a row, Taco Bell has the fastest drive-thru with an average wait of just 4 minutes and 17 seconds. And that's the total time it takes from ordering it to having diarrhea. All right, so it's been 6 weeks since Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And have the Dems learned a thing? Hardly. Take Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, but only if you have a forklift. He's now comparing Trump's ICE raids to Nazi Germany.
We have to save this country from what Donald Trump is doing to it, because no, I do not want this country to become like other authoritarian regimes. People have criticized me for talking about the Nazi regime. People's rights started getting taken away. People got accused of being immigrants. This is before the Holocaust really took place. They create these kind of fake ideas that there's an enemy out there and it could be sitting next to you at one of these tables. And so let's round them up. Let's make sure that they are the subject of the laws that we're passing because we don't like who they are. That is what authoritarian regimes do.
Wow. You know, I used to think Pritzker was just a fat asshole. Now I realize he's a fat asshole with amnesia, clearly forgetting not just the law, but that branding people Nazis gets them killed. Yeah, enforcing immigration law is apparently how the Holocaust started. This lump of lard is as ignorant of history as he is of the food pyramid. But once again, ICE is only enforcing the law against lawbreakers. Unlike when Joe Biden was in charge, when the puppet masters removed their hands from Joe's ass long enough to sign warrants for parents, churchgoers, and a realtor with a flair for spray tans. So what does the rhetoric do? In New York City's Chinatown, ICE agents raided Canal Street Tuesday, arresting 9 illegals with rap sheets that include forgery, drug trafficking, robbery, and assault. These are bad hombres. Exactly the kind the cavalry of liberal white women seem to cherish most. Because, you know, the other guys are Nazis.
What you doing? Show your face! Come on, what are you scared about? What are you scared about? They're Nazis! They're abducting people from their homes and their schools and their jobs, and they know what they're doing is wrong, and they don't give a because they're heartless monsters!
Well, she's got a mouth on her, and that's the only mouth she'll ever have on her. Yeah. Well, until her cats eat her dead body in her lonely apartment. So there you go. Law enforcement rounds up serious criminals, and you have thirsty broads coming to their defense. Of course, they don't live there or run a business on that street. They don't even walk their dog on it like I do every day, past the block with the prostitutes, and then back around a few laps. And yet these women defend men who sell counterfeit goods, send the cash to organized crime groups who use it to traffic women.
Right.
You know, maybe it's me, but these lonely hearts should channel their passion elsewhere. Like write love letters to death row inmates. That way the inmates will drop their appeals and we can execute them faster. Last Saturday, I was on that very street watching these thugs surround 2 cops who were outmanned. They did nothing. So ICE hits the gang and netted 9 repeat offenders. Yet these white ladies raged over 9 measly arrests. Hell, they had twice that number after Don Lemon tweeted, "Meet me in the Central Park men's room." But it says something about a party who keeps choosing felons over citizens. And it's all because for them, there is no downside. They don't live there. And now House Dems are launching something called Master ICE Tracker, a government-funded system to monitor the government agency that enforces the law. It's designed to help fugitives evade capture, which makes them co-conspirators. And what will they do if they see something they don't like? Arrest ICE? Well, who's going to make that arrest? You and your wife's boyfriend? But if you can crowdsource tracking against ICE, why not do that to cops? Why not, if you could decide what laws matter and what don't? Maybe we should do that, too. Crowdsource the locations of bat crazy white liberal women. I don't know why. And they may not be breaking any laws other than hygiene, but who's to say what a law is? So to recap, the Dems call ICE Nazis for deporting felons and choose criminals over citizens and compare the rule of law to genocide. And they're doing this while polls show Americans of both parties supporting deporting criminal illegals. But it's no stretch to go from defund the police to defend the thugs. They now believe that illegals have an exemption to the laws that citizens don't, which only emboldens illegals to go after the cops. I saw it with my own eyes. Not only can you come here illegally and commit crime, you do it knowing that the laws won't apply. Democrats aren't trying to win you back. They want you to lose hope. That way, they think, the more likely